So you'll want to have at least 3 colors of yarn. This is a really great way to get rid of some of your stash if you have really small bits like I do. And we are going to start off with a magic circle. I have another video on that if you want to keep up there. So from here, you do that slip stitch and tighten down just to have a good foundation. And we are going to chain 3, and this is going to count as our first stitch. So this counts as 1, and then we're going to do 15 treble crochet stitches all the way around this circle. So yarn over twice, insert into that circle, pull up, and 1, 2, 3. That was 1 treble crochet. You're going to be doing 15 of these total, and then plus that first chain 3 is going to end up with 16 stitches all the way around. I'm going to meet you at the end of this circle when we are ready to join this together. I will see you there. All right, I've wrapped up this first round. I have 16 total stitches. 15 of them are my treble crochets, and this first chain 3 counts as a stitch. I also already gave this tail here a little tug, and I will weave that in later. So now I'm going to find the third stitch, 1, 2, 3. So that's the top of what we're counting as our first treble. I'm going to insert into that third chain and just slip stitch my way through everything. So that helps us to close this ring. And I'm also going to go ahead and just do one more quick chain and really tug that down tight for good measure. From here, to start round 2, we are going to color change. So I'm going to snip the end of this yarn. I'm going to move on to my next color. And to make that nice and seamless, I'm going to go ahead and hook that yarn, pull it through, and tighten the old loop down. So now I've replaced the loop on my hook, and we are good to get started. So to start round 2, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into the space between my chain and my treble. Oops. There we go. All right, and that's just moved me over so that I'm in between. For this whole round, you're going to work in between these posts, and we're going to get started with our first cluster. So I'm going to chain 3. We're going to make these a little taller, and I'm just going to do 2 here to have this counted as part of the width. So yarn over, insert into the space, pull up, pull through, yarn over into the space, pull up, pull through 2, and now I've done 2 plus this chain. I'm going to pull through these 3 loops on my hook. And now, if you notice here, I'm keeping these tails along the top of the circle. I'm going to keep working right around those. I'm going to move over to the next space between the posts, and I'm just going to do a regular cluster stitch. So this time we're doing that move 3 times. Yarn over into the space, pull up, pull through the 2, yarn over into the space, pull up through the 2, that was 2 times, one more time, yarn over, pull up, pull through the 2, and now we're going to pull through all 4. We're going to keep doing this all the way around. We will have 16 clusters by the time we are done because we are in between these spaces. Alright, I've just come to the end of this second round. I did my 16th puff stitch. So now I'm going to look at the top here at that big teardrop shape. I'm going to insert through both loops and I'm going to slip stitch through that to join this circle. Go ahead and just chain one more time, tighten that down for good measure. And now we're going to do another color change. So this round is going to be the same as round 2, but we're going to do a chain 1 in between each of these. So first off, go ahead and slip stitch into this next big loopy space that we have here, just to get over. And so we're in between these two clusters. So slip stitch there. Oops, I did it again. There we go. To get ourselves centered. Just like last time, chain 3 as part of your first cluster. And then just do that cluster motion 2 times to round this one out. So pull up, pull through 2, pull all the way up, pull through 2. Oh, that little tail is winding around. I want to keep that on top. Okay, so yarn over, pull through these 3, and chain 1 again. So now I'm going to move between these 2 clusters here. I'm going to keep these loose yarns right there on the top. And another cluster stitch. So pull up, pull through 2. We do it 3 times now. Pull up through those 2. Pull up through those 2. Close it off, and then, like I said, this time we have just that chain 1 in between. Okay, here's our next set. One more time with you guys for good measure. Yarn over, keep that loose end there, wrap it around, pull up, pull through the 2, pull up, pull through the 2, pull up, pull through the 2, close it off, and chain 1. So you are going to do this all the way around. So you will have, again, 16 puff stitches, but with a chain in between, just to help spread that out a bit. So I will see you at the end of round 3 when you've got 16 of your puff stitches to close up. Here we are at the end of row 3, or round 3, and I'm definitely getting tongue-tied today because I also realized I started calling these puff stitches, and this is a cluster stitch, not a puff stitch. So we are doing these cluster stitches. We had 16 with a chain space in between. We are going to close up that round the same way we did with round 2. So find 1, 2, 3, the third chain up, and then here's the actual top of the cluster stitch. We're going to go into that cluster stitch space and slip stitch together. Go ahead and chain 1 and tighten down for good measure. And get your scissors to clip. Boop. And we want to slip stitch over to the space here. So we should be in the chain 1 space from round 3. Perfect. All right, so we are going to chain 3, which will count as a stitch. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to do 3 more treble crochets in this space. So yarn over twice. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, so that counts as 4 treble crochets. In our next chain 3 space, we are also going to do another 4 treble crochets. Here we go. There's our 4. And in the third chain space, we are going to do our last set of 4 treble crochets. Great. So you should now have 3 spaces where you've got 4 treble crochets in each one. Every 4th space is going to be your corner. So things are going to get a little crowded in here. We are going to do our first set of double treble crochets and even taller, because we need for this corner to stay flat. So we want to create a space that gets a little taller. We'll round out with some chains, and then we want that to get shorter again to come back for these trebles. So we'll be doing 4 to build up to the corner. We'll create a corner, and then we'll do 4 to build back down. So the first thing here is just going to be a regular treble crochet, yarn over twice, treble, okay. Now we're going to go a little taller. We're going to yarn over 3 times. 1, oops, there we go. 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to do your method of yarn over and pull through 2 all the way up through all of these loops. So with 3 yarn overs, we're going to insert, pull back to anchor down, and now we're going to yarn over, pull through 2 one time, yarn over, pull through 2 2 times, yarn over, pull through 2 3 times, yarn over, and pull through 2 4 times. So if you look, that's even taller than our treble crochet. Do that one more time. So again, yarn over 4 times, or excuse me, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Insert, anchor down, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. For the 4th stitch here, we're going to yarn over 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be even taller. Here we go. Insert, anchor down, yarn over, pull through 2 one time, yarn over, pull through 2 2 times, yarn over, through 2 3 times, yarn over, through 2 our 4th time, and yarn over, pull through 2, oh my, I lost it, our 5th and last time. When you lay this down, you'll see that from our treble crochets here, we've been able to maintain a relatively straight line. This will block out into creating a good square for us. So we are going to chain just 2, yarn over 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want to work in reverse. Again, this is going to get kind of crowded. So insert into that same space, pull up, through 2 once, through 2 twice, through 2 3 times, 4 and 5. Now we did our 4, we're going to yarn over 3 times, 2, 3, work that all the way up, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, do your 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get through it. And now just yarn over twice for a normal treble crochet. 1, 2, and 3. So again, it's a little crowded for now. This is going to block out and look great, but we've just created a corner and we've built enough height for this circle to start turning into a square. Kind of cool. So you are going to do 4 trebles in the next 3 spaces. So 4 trebles here, 4 trebles here, 4 trebles here, and in the 4th space, you'll follow these corner instructions again. Follow that set 2 more times to circle around and finish out the block. I will see you when it's done, and we will take a look at what that looks like. All right, so I have finished this block. It came out really cute. The reason that I ended up doing so many in these placements was because for this series we are having sides that have 28 stitches across and some corner pieces. So I've already bordered mine out. I did the 28 across each stitch. I just had to add an extra one here and there. I really hope you enjoyed this one. It's really cute texture, really cute pattern, and a great way to get through some of your yarn stash if you only have a little bit left. I will see you guys for the next one. Thanks.